Hey crafters, Lisa here from Fun Stuff Crafts. So glad you could join me for another Inspiration Friday. So this week I thought it would be fun to show you how I made some fabric coasters. Now last year I made some really cute hot pads and they were using what some people refer to as the fold and go method. And so I thought it would be fun to put together some coasters using the same method. You know, Halloween is right around the corner, then Thanksgiving's coming, then Christmas is coming, and it's so fun to have coasters out. So you can make these with any fabric you like. So I really hope you like this Inspiration Friday project. But hey, before we get started, thanks so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. And hey, if you're new to my channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button right down below and click on that bell, and YouTube should alert you each time I upload a new video. We try to do it every Friday. That's why we call it Inspiration Friday. So give me a second. I'm going to get my camera angle changed and I'm going to meet you over at my table and we are going to get making. Okay, so let's get going on this project. So these just make the cutest little coasters, you guys, and they are so easy to put together. Now, I made some hot pads here last year, the same type of pattern. So I'm gonna make sure I put a link down below so you guys can look at that in case you wanna make some matching pot holders. But this is a lot of fun to do. So what I did is I picked up a pack from Walmart, and you guys can get these at any of your fabric stores, but this is just a pre-cut 5 fat quarters, okay? And so I am using one of those to make these coasters. Now I think I'm gonna be able to get about 8 to 12 coasters out of one set of these. And what's fun about these is they have 5 different patterns to them. And that's what I'm gonna use for these coasters. So see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And I've used the same on the inside. Now, the inside, you guys, you're never gonna see. So you could use a different material for that. But it's as easy as this, you guys. We are going to cut out we're gonna cut out 4 5-inch squares. Okay, and that's what's gonna go around our coaster. And then we're gonna cut out 2 5-inch squares, and that's gonna be our back, and our front piece, okay? And then we're gonna cut out a piece of batting. Now you don't necessarily need the batting, but I would really suggest that you use the batting just to give it a little bit of cushion to it. It just gives it a little bit depth. You can see a little bit of depth there with it. So, okay. So this is as easy as this goes together, you guys. And the fun part about it is we're going to take it to the sewing machine once and we're going to be done. Okay. So what we start out with is we're going to take our piece and we're going to go upside down. Okay. So good side facing down. Then I'm going to put my batting on. And then I'm gonna put my top piece on, okay? That's that easy. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set that off to the side for just a minute. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take these square pieces and you're going to fold them as a triangle, okay? And I'm just gonna fold them and I'm gonna press them. I'm gonna do that to all 4 pieces. Now, just for the sake of time, I've already done that. And so I've got these pieces already all pressed. So you can see I've got my triangles all done, okay? I am gonna have some clips handy because we are gonna clip this before we take it over to the sewing machine, okay? So what I wanna make sure is really important that we have everything lined up. And you want to make sure you precisely have 5-inch squares cut, okay? So really important to use your ruler when you're cutting your squares. Or you can also just buy 5-inch squares that are already cut, okay? So what I like to do is, you guys can see here, I have got the red and the green, the more solid colors are across from each other, and then these guys across. So the way I'm gonna do that is we're gonna start in this upper corner, okay? So I'm just gonna lay that there for right now, okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my green one and I'm gonna lay it in the next corner, okay? So your corners are going to your corners, okay? So far so good, I hope, you guys. Then I'm gonna do this next corner, okay? So I'm just gonna lay that there. Then the last one I'm gonna do is you're gonna lay it there, okay, just like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift up this one and put it underneath, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure everything's lined up, everything's snug in the middle there. And then I'm gonna take my clips, okay? And I'm gonna clip my corners, okay? And then what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm gonna hop over to the sewing machine, and I am going to put a little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch seam, and I'm gonna go all the way around. No need to leave anything open here, you guys, because when we flip this one around, we're gonna do it from the center here. So we're gonna go around, I'm gonna start, I'm gonna back stitch, and I'm gonna go all the way around, and I'm gonna come back here, and I'm going to back stitch again to secure my seam, okay? So give me a second, I'm gonna hop over to the sewing machine, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I finished at the sewing machine. I just want to give you a close-up of that. You can see that I've got that seam all the way around, okay? Might be a little bit easier to see on this side, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna trim it up a little bit. I'm definitely gonna trim at my corners, okay? Because there's a lot of bulk right there, and we're gonna turn these. But I'm also gonna trim up just a little bit around some of these edges, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and trim those up just a little bit. Just because we're gonna be turning this all the way around. Looks like I've got a little issue with the stitch right there. Okay, so now that I've got it all trimmed, okay, so now the trick is going to be flipping it inside out. Now, I've got this little boning knife, and so I am going to use it, but first I'm going to flip these over, okay? And now one thing, when I made these the first time, I realized that I did not catch all the pieces of fabric. So as I'm turning mine through, I like to just make sure that all my fabric has been caught with my stitch, and this one looks really nice, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the corner or the point of that, and I'm just gonna push these out and just really give it a good push out, okay? And there we have it, you guys. I'm gonna take that over to the iron, I'm gonna press it, and I have now got 3 cute little coasters. I'm gonna make the 4th one that I've got here, and I'll show you a close-up view of these all done. But what a quick and easy project to make. You guys could make these with all different types of fabric. I just happen to have some Christmas fabric on hand, so I went ahead and did it, and I think they'll be so cute out for the holidays. But you guys could do these, you know, any color you want. The pot holders I did were in a purple, so I could have done matching ones that way. You guys choose. What a quick and easy project to do, and what a cute little hostess gift to give somebody. So I'm gonna go over and make this last one up, and I will show you a close-up view of my cute little coasters. I sure hope you like this Inspiration Friday. And here's a cute close-up view of those coasters we just made. I just love using these fabric coasters, and so many different fabrics you can choose from. So I hope you enjoyed this Inspirational Friday project, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And hey, if you're looking for other DIY type projects, don't forget to check out my blog at funstuffcrafts.com. Thanks for joining me.